And I get it.
Uh-huh. So, inspiration comes from everywhere.
Yeah.
Do you have like childhood pop culture or anything like old TV shows? Do you have things that you credit some of um your trends with as far as where your creativity goes?
That's a great question. I that's funny you say that about pop culture. I would have never thought about it, but literally Three's Company just bumped right into my mind. I mean, I just
Yep.
the the styles and of course Mrs. Roper, that's become such a huge popular thing, right? Having Mrs.
Hmm.
Roper days and things where people get together and wear the wigs and put on the muumuus and
The
you
big
know, big
plastic
chunky
bald. Hmm.
jewelry. Yeah,
Hmm.
exactly, exactly. In fact, I made a bag that I called my Mrs. Roper bag because it was just it was.
That is so fun.
And I
Oh
have
my
the this kind
gosh.
of interior, jeweled, very kind of 70s
Oh,
inside. Just a
nice.
simple
Yeah.
bag from a great designer. But I was like, this is my Mrs. Roper bag. So absolutely,
Mrs.
yeah.
Roper bag.
I
Yeah. And that's got to be fun, like when you're making something and creating it, actually having that tag, that name, that where you credit it,
Mm,
its inspiration from, right? Because
yeah,
creativity is something that you have to nurture, I think. And
yeah,
so we kind of
yeah,
look around, we look inside for those ideas, and
yes.
what a great thing, Mrs. Roper.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I think the I'm such a visual person. I'm a visual learner. I like to, I live in the Pacific Northwest, so I'm
Yes.
grateful. It's such a beautiful place to live. Big, tall, green trees, like every shade of green, so much water, beautiful mountains. So just, getting outside is can be
Hmm.
very calming and kind of recentering and spark some creativity. And but one of my favorite things to do is go on like an artist date where my husband and I will get together and we'll go to any of the towns around here in the Puget Sound and we'll visit, consignment shops or thrift shops or any kind of secondhand shops and tour around. And that to me is where I really kind of get fired up, where I see
Hmm.
things and that's when you have that moment of okay, I really like this. Something about this is speaking to me. Can I see it in my house? Is it something I would use? It's something I want to display, and you kind of go on this whole journey while you're standing in the shop and you never know what you're going to find. So
Right.
I love those types of outings. Plus, we get to know each other really well. Like he
Yeah.
sees something, and I'll think, it would that work for us? And then of course I pick something up, and he's like, yeah, yeah, I see that. Yeah, that's you. you know.
That's
So
so cool that Kevin gets involved like that,
it's
and that this
really
is,
fun.
yeah.
Really fun.
Yeah.
He's gotten so many beautiful crystal decanters and things. And, I have two. I knew we were going to talk about creativity, so I grabbed two things that I've gotten on these adventures. But
Yes, yes.
this is one with there's a in Tacoma, which is just about an hour south of me. There is over a block of secondhand shops. And you go inside one, you go downstairs, there's more shops, then you come out up into a different shop. And I mean, it's the
Oh,
whole block.
fun.
It's
Yeah.
amazing. It's like an artist's dream. And so there I found this bag,
Oh
which
my
is,
gosh.
isn't it amazing? It was just sitting there, and I thought, okay, so this is a perfect example of a bag I may never, use, but
Right.
I have displayed it and
Right.
it's just simple, straightforward inside but
Hmm.
the bottom of it is made out of wood
Oh my
and
gosh.
it's
It's nailed
stapled
in.
in,
Yeah.
it's nailed it and
Tacked.
that's what also I have to say, sewing and handbag making, you use heavy duty tools. I use a lot of mallets. I use a lot of, rivets and things that you're pounding on, and
Yeah.
it's not just a gentle kind of a hobby, you know.
You mentioned like using the banners, the wax, that kind of wax material, which I absolutely love. What
Yeah.
other ways have you sourced items that you reuse? Like, I remember one time I was at, Goodwill or something, and I found a
Mhm.
leather jacket, and I'm like, its zipper was broken, it wasn't the right size, and I'm like, but I can make something out of it. Did I? No, I re-donated.
Yes, I totally get it. I
So,
do
but
have I do have piles of clothing that I'm like absolutely gonna do something with that. This doesn't fit anymore and I want to cut this up and turn it into this. And I have this
because
beautiful.
you sew clothing as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I made this outfit. I mean, it's kind of just a matching outfit, but yeah, V-neck sweatshirt and wide leg sweatpants. I'm working on one that has my name all over it, my maiden name all over it. So love. And it'll
Oh,
be, a top much like
yes.
this. I mean, like I said, I live in the Pacific Northwest, so it's not
Yes.
super hot.